stage. Their lessons.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Happy Halloween, folks. Got a Halloween sound effect for me? Ooh, that could also be a breezy day.
Yes.
Good to be with you on this spirited occasion. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Last outing for Los Angeles, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to the Timberwolves. This is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, injury histories, always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I take tomatoes, right? And I squish them up, and it gets real like tomato sauce.
Uh-huh.
And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in, and a little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Also
Welcome, everyone. We have a very special treat for you here. No trick, it's the NBA on Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. They've hit a rough spot here early, but still have plenty of time in their season to find their way out.
And for the Lakers, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the past.
Yeah, I think if that next step was coming, it would have happened by now. They can't be worried about could-haves and should-haves. They need to be focused 100% on the push for the playoffs.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Hey, Kev. Well, Rick Carlisle is a coaching graybeard. He's entering his second decade as coach of the Mavericks. He led them to the franchise's first and only title in 2011. Now, Eric Spoelstra lost that series to Carlisle, and he says of him, he's a Hall of Famer, a trailblazer as president of the Coaches Association. We all owe him a great deal. Kevin?
He is a legend. Thank you, D.A. Maybe it's no longer a surprise. A couple rookies, Doris, who we thought would take some time to develop, are already contributing.
It's no question about it, and more rookies are being asked to play a larger role in their particular teams. And I think what you have to be struck by is the fact that we're not talking about 21 and 22-year-old rookies anymore, Kevin. We're talking about guys that have very limited collegiate experience, and yet everyone wants an immediate return. And I think it's nothing more than a sign of the times. Guys are dreaming about the NBA from the time they first pick up a ball, and what we get is the result of that.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Smith and Matthews in the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Powell, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Now here is Smith to the paint, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, just tremendous awareness from Dennis Smith Jr. Recognizing a teammate is open, let me make the game easy for him.
Smith against Rondo. He kicks to Ingram. Here's the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Matthews. Smith with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Rondo. Plays it up and banks it in.
He is a master in that pick and roll. He knows exactly when to pull the trigger or facilitate.
Smith kicks to Barnes. Unable to get that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. James, the pass to Ingram. James against Barnes. That one goes in. James has got his first basket of the night.
This guy's an absolute beast. You see the power and the soft touch that LeBron James combines in his game. Wow.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
5 to shoot. Smith for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. Have to be careful of falling in love with that 3.
Right, exactly, Greg. When the shots from the perimeter are not falling, I think you've got to go take it inside. It's as simple as that. They never altered their game plan, and it resulted in a loss.
Here's Barnes, following the basket by LeBron James. Smith, no luck. Passes it to McGee. Back to Rondo. It's deflected. It's stolen by Smith. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the dunk by Jordan.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Here's James following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Out to Ingram. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. Ingram's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Lakers.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up, or he's gonna make you pay.
Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Smith outside. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Fires the 3. And James pulls it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
Well, effortlessly connecting on the mid-range jumper thanks to that quick release. Good work by Matthews.
To the inside, Powell with the steal. James against Barnes. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, this is about the development of Harrison Barnes' body. You know, physically he's tougher, which usually makes you mentally tougher. And what you admire is that he enjoys putting in the work.
Now here's Ingram. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Timberwolves, that's for sure.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
Here's Smith. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. is a tough cover because he can finish with either hand. You better not give up the lane because he'll make you look foolish.
Now here's Ingram. 8 points for him. Kuzma kicks to Ingram. LeBron up top, covered by Barnes. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Barnes has got his second bucket tonight.
And another lead change. The fans are really getting their money's worth here tonight.
Well, this is what they pay to see, right? Competitive, close games are simply the best to be involved in.
Now here's Rondo. LeBron James on the wing. 5 on the clock. Ingram outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Kuzma off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
It's good.
That's a floater. That is nice by Wes Matthews. So effective dropping it over the defense.
Ingram against Matthews. Ingram passes to Kuzma. Inside, they need this. That shot off. Good D by Jordan. Matthews against Ingram. Matthews finds Smith. And here is Powell. Smith the pass to Barnes. Shoots over McGee. Again, the Mavericks score. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And DeAndre Jordan, the all-time leader in career field goal percentage, Greg, by a sizable margin.
Yeah, the most prolific dunker in the league, maybe in league history.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart, he's checked in for James. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Dallas also making some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Powell. Harris comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Smith. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Barea against Ball. Here's Jordan. And the rejection by Zubac. Ball, the pass to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 10 points for Brandon Ingram.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Barea kicks to Jordan. Barnes outside. Fires it up. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, man, that is a smooth jumper by Barnes. Looking comfortable at all 3 levels these days.
Pass to Zubac. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
There's a seriousness about Harrison Barnes and the way he approaches his improvement as an NBA player. This guy had to work on being able to create his own shot, which led to that increased scoring after joining Dallas. I think the next step is probably, can you create for others and make them better?
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas.
A really solid free throw shooter. The team would like to see Barnes get to that line more often.
Zubac, the pass to Ingram. It's blocked, and they get it back. Beasley with a clean look. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And for Barnes, the improvements aren't limited, Doris, to his offensive game.
Well, think back to a year ago, Kevin. He had career numbers in terms of his rebounding productivity. It had been a knock on him in the past. But let's give his work ethic in the offseason credit. This guy added a new wrinkle to his game.
Now, Ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the Lakers with another miss. Here's Dallas. They're on a 20-6 run. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half.
On defense, the Lakers. 8-point game. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Nowitzki.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The tray. And it's Ball. That time on the assist by Beasley.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Ball against Berea. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Barnes has got 13 points.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Ingram kicks to Hart. Back to Ingram. 1:52 left in the first. Jacks up a three, and another three for the Lakers.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
And here's Berea. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
It's good.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. And Beasley now atop the key. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Beasley's got his first bucket of the night. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's Barnes. Here's Nowitzki. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Boy, you just have to love the heart of Nowitzki, hitting the glass hard, snagging those second chance buckets.
Ball against Berea. And Ball slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Berea with it. He's got 5. There's the pass to Barnes. Unable to get that one. Harrison Barnes getting it done for the Dallas Mavericks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Wesley Matthews in his 4th season with the Mavericks, talking about what attracted him to Dallas in the first place.
They showed the most faith in me. You know, they weren't scared off by the injury. They showed faith in the person that I was, the player who I was, and, you know, they saw a need for me, a championship franchise and, you know, a great city, so it was just a match.
Coming off that Achilles injury in Portland, Dallas wasn't shy offering him, Greg, that big contract.
And he's now in a contract year. We'll see if he continues to be a part of their long-term plans.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
Ball is the point with KCP at his side. Beasley is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Stevenson in at the 3. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard and a hand-and-glove fit, The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff. Thanks. Ball, the pass to Beasley. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
In today's NBA, we like to talk about that three-point shot. Well, the Dallas Mavericks, believe it or not, took the 4th most in the NBA last year.
James checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Mavericks, Matthews comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Dennis Smith in for Harris. Cleveland, no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here.
This guy is unguardable in the open floor. When LeBron gets into space, you might as well turn the lights out, Kevin.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And the Mavs, Doris, not only took a lot of threes, they made a lot of threes.
Well, when you have shooters, the likes of Dirk Nowitzki, Wes Matthews, Doug McDermott, the list goes on, three-point shooting was the least of their worries last season. There are certain guys that you identify as the prototypical 3-and-D player, and Wesley Matthews is one of those guys. I love that he prides himself on his ability to guard elite wings and the kind of deep range he has, even in critical moments of games. This guy's a big-time guy.
The Lakers making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Back to Stevenson. Lakers working the ball around now. McGee finds Stevenson. James against Barea. But they recover it. Pass the ball. Tries again. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And Ball sets up his teammates. When they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Stevenson outside. He lobs it up, and Ball slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Mavericks trail by 4. Well, for Matthews, he does most of his offensive work from outside, but Doris has more to his game than just that.
Well, I think the thing that I think of when I think of Wesley Matthews is how hard this guy works. And yes, he started as an offensive perimeter threat, but he's dedicated himself to rounding out his game, and you love that from a veteran.
It's tipped. McGee dishes to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 6. LeBron James on the way. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Minnesota. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Dallas making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Powell kicks to Barea. Passes it to Matthews. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. Out to Smith. Takes the 3. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And so assured. Can't give an inch of breathing room to Smith Jr. That's when he strikes.
LeBron left side. Shoots over Powell. James the pass to Caldwell Pope. LeBron outside. And finished off by LeBron.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Barea. He has 5. Smith finds Matthews. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep, Barea. Ball with the rebound.
And, you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
You know, I don't think so, Greg. The defense will give up that deep a shot all day. You got to continue to move the basketball.
Mavericks trail by 3. Now Matthews. 6 points for him. Knocked loose. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And a whole season still ahead of us. But it's well worth seeing how the updated power rankings shake out. You look at the Pacers. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
LeBron dishes to McGee. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. You know, everyone on the floor needs some level of playmaking skill, Doris. Who are your picks for bigs who can really share the ball? Good passers among the big men.
Yeah, one of my favorite players in the NBA to watch is Nikola Jokic because his vision, his desire to share the basketball, his ability to see not one action ahead, but sometimes 2 actions ahead is really remarkable for a man of his size. You look at somebody like Draymond Green, who is absolutely critical to the success of the Golden State Warriors on the offensive end of the floor. He can take it off the window, he can dribble it in transition, and in full speed make decisions going second by second that are really, really impressive.
Thread passes, do such a great job with the ball. I agree with you. Barea kicks to Smith. Over Rondo. Good D by Rondo.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Now Kuzma. Back to James. To the left side wing. Lakers working the ball around now. Rondo, no good. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
What a difference in the second quarter. His shooting, much more confidence, much more accuracy.
Smith against Rondo. LeBron passes to McGee. Outside for Rondo. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Solid elevation there. A consistent point of release, and KCP with excellent shot mechanics.
Barea finds Jordan. And here's Smith. 12 points for him. LeBron grabs the miss. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. Over Matthews. Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to James. And now a 7-point Laker lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Barea. He's got 7, can't hit from 12.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And he makes that one. 14 points for LeBron.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here is Barea. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Smith. Dallas, no good that time either. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Spurs in San Antonio. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Mavericks trail by 9. Smith with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio. Count it. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, even with the defense putting up a stiff challenge, Dennis Smith Jr. plays right through the contact.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Launches it. Connects from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points in the game.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Dallas calls timeout.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Hart subbed in for LeBron.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Caldwell Pope outside. Outside Rondo. The pass to Hart. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And a miss there on the triple. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and it's very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screen.
He throw good, Smith.
And, you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability. Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
Smith against Rondo. Caldwell Pope dishes to Rondo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. More and more, we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. Here's Hart. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pulls it from the elbow. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's what Jordan does best, an extremely lethal dunker.
Here's Hart down low, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
Nowitzki left side. Connects from three-point range. Nowitzki's got 5.
Nowitzki, such a soft shot. Even from distance, his feathery touch is simply incredible.
Here's Hart, guarded by Harris. Hart, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Beasley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Nowitzki. Excellent D there from Beasley.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Rondo looking around. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Smith outside. 2 on the clock. The shot, no good.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. You know, with this team, they stretch you out so much, you got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
This second half is gut check time for the defense. Allowing over 60% shooting is weak sauce. Weak barbecue sauce, weak Butterfinger sauce, weak sauce, period. The coach needs a light fire under these guys. If you don't want to do it, I'll do it, Ernie.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. A fantastic game from Dennis Smith in this one.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas, Smith and Matthews in the backcourt. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Dwight Powell, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Kuzma. Oh, that's offensive interference. Mavericks trail by 3. Smith scanning the floor. Over Rondo. That one wide left. And so it's the Lakers with it. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist from Ingram. James has got the first bucket of the third here for Los Angeles. Now Smith. Jordan kicks to Smith. Dallas moving the ball around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Lobs it up for Jordan. And stolen by Kuzma.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
McGee, the pass to Ingram, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Well, that's an example of 2 teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Mavericks trail by 5. For the Dallas Mavericks, it's been a rough couple years, but Doris, you get the sense that this lull is just temporary.
And the reason you think that's because when you combine great coaching with great management, you know you're going to make the right decision more often than not. So it's never easy to turn over an aging roster, but they hit big time on Dennis Smith Jr. And overall, I think the arrow is pointing up with this organization.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Dallas has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Smith kicks to Barnes. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, the thing about Barnes, sometimes struggles to create the tight handle he continues to work on, really thrives when it's catch and shoot.
Kuzma with it. Powell's there. Feeds to McGee. Clock at 4, and it's McGee with the jam.
And look, if he gets it that low, he's going to hurt you.
Right, you can't be surprised when he burns you. The defense must force him out of the paint.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
Well, it's been a pretty strong start to Dennis Smith Jr.'s career. He knows he has work to do, right? You've got to cut down on the over-dribbling as you adjust to the team system. But I think what you like is the coach also says the team needs to adjust to his play style. He's the future leader here.
Well, and for Smith, most Dallas fans and the organization doors see him as the next face of the franchise.
Right, and give Dirk some credit for passing the torch and guiding Dennis Smith Jr. through his rookie season, because I'll say this, Smith was all ears and took to what Dirk had to say and tried to apply it both on and off the court.
Back to Matthews. On target from 13 feet. Matthews has got 8.
We all know Wes Matthews is a knockdown threat from that area.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. LeBron against Barnes. LeBron right side. For 3, Ingram, and another 3 for the Lakers.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Mavericks trail by 9. Smith finds Powell. McGee against Jordan. To the inside. Here's Barnes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 21 points for Barnes.
Boy, that's another basket for Barnes. How about this aggressiveness tonight, earning every penny of that max steal?
LeBron James on the wing. Rondo against Smith. Rondo gets the bucket. Rondo's got his second bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Smith kicks to Powell. To the middle. Matthews, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Ingram outside. Knocked loose. Powell with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
The athleticism of Dennis Smith Jr. is going to be problematic, particularly off the dribble drive.
And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the bets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Smith against Ball. Barnes passes to Smith. Dallas again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And the Lakers with some changes. Zubac is checked in for James. And it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. Then for the Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Harris subbed in for Dennis Smith. Ball, the pass to Zubac. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. You know, a lot of people have looked at the schedule of the NBA, Doris, and they think you could eliminate back-to-backs of teams that face each other 4 times in a season, do a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
You know, it's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because, one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. The travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Mavericks trail by 11. Barea looking for an opening. There's the dish to Nowitzki. Shoots over Zubac. And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Barea.
Come on now, very few in the catch-and-shoot game better than Dirk Nowitzki. Still commands a ton of respect.
Barnes against Stevenson. Beasley kicks to Hart. Stevenson outside. 4 on the clock. Here's Ball. The shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Inside. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Barnes.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
And here is Ball. He's got 9. Stevenson passes to Hart. Back to Stevenson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Harrison Barnes picks one up. Love his game or hate it, but there is no denying, Doris, that Lance Stevenson makes things happen on the floor.
Just a pure creator when he has the basketball in his hands. Unbelievable handle. Sometimes gets creative on his way to the cup, but you love how he plays with such great passion and energy.
Barea kicks to Kleber. Here's Barnes. That shot is off. Good D by Stevenson.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Mavericks trail by 11. Now here's Barea. 7 points in the game. Barnes outside. Takes a 3. Rebound the Lakers. Beasley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Stevenson kicks to Beasley. Ball against Harris. Passes it to Stevenson. Here's Zubac, guarded by Harris. Nowitzki with the steal. Now here's Barea. He's guarded close. Kleber, the pass to Barnes. He feeds it to Nowitzki. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you this, if Dirk is free at the rim, you expect the throwdown. Love seeing the big man get up.
Ball kicks to Hart. On the wing, Stevenson. 6 to shoot. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Stevenson's got 10.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Barea with it. He has 7. Barnes outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. Beasley's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Ball, the pass to Stevenson. Here's Hart. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
Harris finds Barnes. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pass to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Ball. And another basket for the Lakers.
And Ball is a gifted shooter. Someone that excels at scoring the ball even when the coverage is tight.
Barnes. And that time, also a missed shot. Los Angeles leading by 16. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds in this game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
And though some were skeptical of the contract Harrison Barnes signed, he's lived up to it. Not an elite player yet, but is emerging on a franchise caliber level and continues to improve and is strong and consistent really on both ends of the floor.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Ball kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Beasley outside. And Hart has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Harris looking it over. Barnes right side. Over Caldwell-Pope. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now Beasley. He's got 8. Caldwell-Pope outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this.
You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. You know I come around and rock it. Oh, hold up. You know I come around and rock it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Dallas. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Caldwell-Pope out there with LeBron James. Then it's Ball. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Hart in at the 2 spot. That's the Laker 5. Lakers leading by 21. We talk about positionless basketball. Swingmen very much in demand. Players who go, Doris around 6'6", 6'8", 6'9". who can do a little bit of everything.
Well, I think if you look at an organization like the Boston Celtics, who seems to have put its roster very much in mind, together with the idea that you've got to have switchability almost across the board. The Jason Tatum, the Jaylen Brown fit into that description absolutely perfectly. Long, athletic, can guard multiple positions. Switching screens has become such an integral part of NBA defenses, Kevin, that the idea of versatility is valued on both ends.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Dallas also making a switch. Powell's checked in. Dallas shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Pops it up for Jordan. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. Something there just a little off.
Yeah, simply a little bit careless, I think. Can't just throw it up there. You have to time these alley-oops perfectly.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Kuzma. Buries the long-range jumper.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And here's Smith. Barnes outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down and they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
And we get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
James kicks to Ingram. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it.
Well, explosive inside. When playing with a high energy level, Barnes earning himself a trip to the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. And Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
Here's Rondo. Ingram outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
The knowledge that Ingram possesses, well aware that the D is going to hack him in these situations. The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken second overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
Back to Smith. It's tipped and stolen by Kuzma. LeBron outside. Kuzma with it. Powell's there. Now here's Kuzma. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by James.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Smith the pass to Matthews. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 5 assists in the game.
That's a really good play call. Right where Matthews wants it. He's a master of the catch-and-shoot game.
To the inside. Out to Ingram. No good on the triple.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
Outside Matthews. The feed to Barnes. And the pass to Powell. His three-pointers off the mark. Lakers leading by 22. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Ingram missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
And the dunk by Smith.
There is so much to Dennis Smith and his game. The step back, the spot up, you name it, the total package offensively.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Ingram outside for the three. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And Matthews kicks to Smith. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
Inside, and Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists tonight. The Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. McGee against Jordan. Stolen by McGee. Now here's Kuzma, guarded by Powell. LeBron against Barnes. McGee in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Dallas shooting 44% in the 4th. The offense with some ups and downs. Barnes can't get it to go.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Pass to James. Back to Ingram. Down low, McGee. Second chance shot, and it's Ingram missing.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
That shot wide open. 32 points for Barnes.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
The drive by Rondo. As basketball becomes more global, we continue to see veterans come from abroad and Doris make an impact as role players in the league.
You know what I love, Kevin, is great basketball players could come from any place in the world. And obviously, general managers now have got to expand their field of vision. They've got to have international scouting. But the NBA would be a lot less rich a place if we did not have Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, the unicorn in New York City, Kristaps Porzingis. I don't care where players come from. All I want to know is, can they play basketball? And if they can, I want to watch them.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's the Lakers with it. Pass to James. Fires from the corner. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 5 here tonight. Mavericks trail by 21. Outside Matthews. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Powell down low. Guarded by Kuzma. The shot by Powell, no good. Lakers leading by 21. James finds Rondo. Back to LeBron. And Hart has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Matthews passes to Smith. Here's McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders to me to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
Rondo kicks to Hart. James, the pass to Kuzma. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific. It's sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Dallas calls timeout. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
Makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in LA for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Barnes looking around. Smith finds Jordan to the inside. Matthews. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's just great concentration by Wes Matthews. Absorbs the hit and nails it.
And Wes Matthews, that veteran wing from Marquette, has always been a strong 3-and-D player since coming into the league back in '09. Year in and year out, it is a great source of long-range shooting.
Here's Kuzma. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
And with Matthews, his consistency from outside over his career, Greg, is remarkable.
You know, some guys have good years and then down years, but Matthews just seems to always be on. I mean, you can write him in for about 150 or more threes every season. To have his kind of shooting percentages on his volume for a career is really rare in the NBA.
Pass to Rondo. And stolen by Barnes. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, this guy is a nightmare in transition for the defense. Dennis Smith Jr. in space. Look out.
Rondo against Smith. Rondo with the ball. LeBron James on the wing. Hart kicks to James. Outside Rondo. Lakers working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they call an illegal screen here. Also often when a player changes teams, Doris, we see a lot of emotions from him, his teammates, from the fans. And coaches, is it even reasonable to expect loyalty in sports nowadays?
You know, I think times have changed, Kevin. We're no longer living in an era where a player sticks with an organization throughout the course of his tenure, or at least that is the outlier nowadays. The reality is teams always make decisions with their long-term best interests at heart. And so when a player has earned the right to embrace his free agency, there's a reason it's termed free agency, then he should have an equal opportunity to the team to make the decisions that are in his best interest. Whatever those values and priorities for that individual player are, when you reach free agency, you've earned that right.
For three, Caldwell Pope. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Smith kicks to Kleba. He dishes it to Nowitzki. Here is Barea. Smith outside. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Stevenson. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. It's a season of peaks and valleys. Give me a snapshot of where you've been the last few games as a team.
We got better today. That's the most important thing. We got better. We didn't take a step backwards like we did in our last two games. So, we're happy about that.
On to the next one. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.